So this is my lab. I included the Irvine library. In my data, I included a small int double word uninitiated and a large int double word uninitiated. I also put a prompt to ask the user for integers. I put a first prompt also for the first integer. I put a second prompt for the second integer. I also put a prompt for the invalid entry and to enter a positive integer, and a second prompt for invalid entry also, but I wasn't able to use this one because I wasn't able to validate the user input for negative integers, so to make sure that it was a positive integer. The result variable, I used a double word and initiated to 0. I also did a three-part display for the final display. I wasn't able to do it in one, so I did 3 different ones. Right here in the main procedure, I put the prompt, then I display the prompt, and I'm not too sure why I wasn't able to. It was printing out twice the first prompt, asking the user for the first value. So I commented it out, and then for some reason it was printing this one, these 2 first ones at once, so that ended up working. This is my first label, the read, where I ask I read the input from the user, and then if it's good, it jumps to good input. Otherwise, it prompts them again, and then it prompts them for a valid entry or valid input, and then it jumps back to read again until it gets a good input. Then it goes to good input, and then I save the value of EAX into my small integer value. And after this goes through, then I print out the second prompt for the second one, and we do the same process again here for the second one, except that this time when it goes into good input, I save EAX into my other variable, my large int variable, and then that large int variable, I move it into ECX for the counter for the loop. And before I even start the loop, I decrement it once, because right here where I start the loop, I save that large integer -1. I save that in results, so I could start adding all the integers in between those 2 numbers. So once that number goes into results, then I decrement it again, and then I compare ECX with my small int, and if they're not equal, then it jumps back to again, and then I save that decremented ECX. I add it to the results, so it keeps on adding the previous number -1, and then I decrement it again, and then check again with the small int, which is the lower number. Once they're equal, then it jumps out of the loop, and then this is where I print out the results. I move the small int into A so I could print out the small int value. Then I also move the large int into EAX so I could print out the large value. And then I move the result into EAX so I could print that out too. And let me run the 3 and 9 to check the results. 3, and the second one 9. And then right here it says the running total integer between 3 and 9 is 30. So that one works. The second output A, and it asks me to it lets me know it's an invalid entry and try again enter a positive number. So I'm not going to try the negative number because I wasn't able to do that. So I would try another, again 3. And then for the second one, I'll try second number, I'll try B, and it's the same thing. It's telling me invalid entry, so I'll put a 9. And here it goes. So the running total integer between 3 and 9 is 30. So that's my lab for this week. I wasn't able to finish it in terms of the validation for the negative numbers, but I hope this is enough to give me some type of credit. Thank you.